my god, Levolution!
So what's up guys, SoggyFlapjackes here, and you may be wondering from that really quirky intro, what's going on with this video? Am I ripping on DICE? Am I saying anything bad? No. More, I'm asking a question. And that's Levolution. What's up with it? What's going on here, and what do you guys think of it? Because as we're seeing with the bombardment of these absolutely stunning Battlefield trailers, I find myself encountering a paradox between trying to find if this is truly going to be an innovative concept in a game, or if it's just going to be a kind of gimmicky sales pitch that they're trying to sell to us in order to make us kind of wet our taste buds more and really run out and buy this game and enroll in premium and do all this stuff that, because at the end of the day, EA wants our money, and well, this may be another marketing ploy to go ahead and do that. So today I just wanted to talk about the applications of Levolution, what I think of it, obviously get your feedback in the comment section below, and really just kind of pick your guys' brains and say, hey, what's going on with it, and, you know, does it have an application in this game, or is it really just a gimmick? So let's get started.
The benefit is a completely new multiplayer experience where the Battlefield takes on a life on its own. With Levolution, no two games are the same.
Now, I like a lot of what he said there, discussing the changing and dynamic Battlefield, the way that no two battles can be the same. That's a really interesting concept. Now, let me just reiterate that with Levolution, there isn't necessarily going to be a different event happening every time. For each map that you play in particular, there is going to be a certain scripted event in which, say, in the case of Parcel Storm, when the battleship runs aground, that's always going to run aground at the C flag. It's not going to run around at different flags. And so at this point in time, it looks like this is more of a scripted event, so keep in mind that everything that our DICE developers and senior designers are telling us, while they do sound really good, may not always be true, and in this instance, I think it was a slight bit of a fallacy. Nonetheless, it is something very good. We are seeing a lot more gameplay variety, and now that this is being implemented, we can see it expanded on. Like in Battlefield 3, let's say, we had graphics, just a general visual presentation, and it's being expanded in Battlefield 4. Likewise with Battlefield 4, Levolution is first being implemented, it's being tested, it's going through its testing phases, and obviously it's going to be expanded on in future iterations of Battlefield. So as of right now, it is in an alpha or beta stage. It's very new, it's a new concept, but I'm just wondering, do you guys think it's going to have a true effect on the Battlefield, or do you think it's going to kind of flop? Another tangent I wanted to talk about was the notion of these smaller sections of Levolution in which you could interact in small ways by closing gates, pressing buttons, opening bridges, and what have you. I wanted to ask you guys, do you guys think it's going to be a practical application on the Battlefield? Do you think everybody's going to have a knowledge of where these places are where you can take advantage of certain map features? And do you think that they're really going to have an applicable role on the Battlefield? Or do you think this is just going to be a marketing ploy? In my opinion, I think for the very good players and maybe at the high-end tactical level, this may serve a very useful purpose, but in many instances, I feel like these buttons are just going to get passed up by a lot of people who don't know the map entirely, or frankly don't really care about it because it doesn't have a great enough impact that it really warrants being used. Now, this is not to say that I am criticizing anything that DICE is doing. In fact, I commend it. They're innovating and pushing a genre forward that has been stagnated for many years. As is the case with most industries, or any sort of sector of any business market, certain models tend to become complacent with what they want to do, and they don't really push boundaries and move forward. We saw this with a long time in the first-person shooter genre, particularly with the Call of Duty series, and I think DICE is really pushing the mold here with Levolution. I just wanted to bring up the commentary, and more so, to facilitate a conversation among the community and the developers of DICE as to where this series is headed, because ultimately I think it's a mutual benefit that the consumer is happy with the game that DICE is developing. And if we aren't happy with what Levolution is doing to the maps, or how it changes the battlefield, or maybe it poses certain advantages for one team because of the way that the gameplay dynamic changes and the map changes in a certain way that is advantageous to one team as opposed to another, we need to speak up and tell them about that, because the people at DICE are very good designers. However, they don't know anything. They're not perfect. They're not human. And if there's anything we can do as a community, as we saw with The Division, getting signatures on an online petition and getting that pushed forward, we can truly have an impact on games and where they go. And I think this is a really good opportunity for us to, going into the beta, talk to DICE and really get involved, even more so than we did in Battlefield 3, and really tell them what we like about Levolution, because this, more than suppression in Battlefield 4, is really going to change how we play the game. So that's all I have to say for this commentary, guys. I'm going to end with another one of DICE's absolutely epic trailers. I gotta admit, these guys are pretty good at what they do with trailers. But I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of different from what I do. I'm not trying to criticize it in any way, more so bring up a conversation, because I am a Battlefield fanboy like everybody else. I just have my concerns. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you really enjoyed this video, please drop a like. And more important, especially with this video than any other video I've ever made, is please drop some comments. Send some tweets over to DICE, and let's get the word out. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Bye. I gotta admit though, you guys are fucking sick at trailers.